Yo, everybody, what's up? Good morning, good day, good afternoon. Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. And a happy Friday. Hope you all are doing well today. The usual, just getting a couple more things ready. Just want to come say hey, see what's going on. This song's it's pretty good. Pretty good, man. Never heard it before. All right. I think we're good here. All right, cool. Yeah, I think we should be good, guys. Awesome. So today we are back on day 4 of our 21-day project. Also it's 3-week project. Today, hopefully, we're going to finish up this Twitch OAuth flow. We're at the point where we're getting a code in our we're getting a code on our client side, so the Angular side, right? And we're going to be able to cache that code in our client, and every time we need to make a request, we just send along that code to our node server, and we should be able to get our token from that. So super exciting, super cool. Really, really excited for this. We left off yesterday with an issue where we're trying to actually parse out our body here, our JSON body. For some reason, it's not liking it. It throws an error. This was our generate method here. Basically, we pass on this JSON file that has a code property, which is the code that we retrieve when we get the first authorization pass, because we end up in home, right? On success. So then we go ahead and we call http.post. We pass in our JSON file with our token URL, which is this guy right here. And yeah, some post requests happen. That's basically it. So the issue right now is happening on our backend side. So I think that's probably the good place to start. Let's see what we can do. So I guess first thing is, right, probably start up our server. Alrighty. And then we'll probably need to also start up our Angular app. And we're going to be on localhost 4200 for that app. But we have an error actually. Expected home component. That's good there. ng-init's good. Generate token. That's good. That's good. Where does it say I'm missing my semicolon? 44. Oh. Ah. Oh. Wait. Do these guys have... login component? No, I think we're missing some semicolon somewhere. I think it's right here. Yo, iPiv, welcome in, man. Constructor isn't closed? Constructor's closed. Constructor is closed. It looks like I might be missing that guy down there. Yeah, that was it. It was missing one more at the end. Welcome in, dude. How's it going today? You doing alright? Alright, let's hit it. What? That was weird. Alright, so we're going to connect with Twitch. Let's open up our console here. I hope it's not going to make me authenticate again. God damn it. Please hold. Good. What about you? I'm doing pretty good, man. Pretty good. Glad it's Friday. Happy to be on stream. I've been thinking about this all day yesterday. This .generate token is not a function. Okay. Really? Why isn't it a function? Oh, that's why. Because it's inside our ng init. Definitely don't want that in there. We want that outside. There we go. That should probably help, right? Okay. Goes through. We do get our... Oh, wait, but... Wait, what the hell? So it went through. Unexpected S in JSON at 0.0 JSON.parse. Holy, we got it back. I think it worked, guys. Alright, the request went through, but we're getting undefined as the body. That's what the issue is right now. And we were using JSON parser, right? So down here, this is where we are getting our undefined parameter, which just like blows my mind. I don't understand that. Yeah, then receive token. Alright, we don't need this anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and respond with this stuff. I don't want to keep getting those errors in there. So for now, let's just do that. We'll restart this guy, make a new request. Okay, some post request happened. Right, still again, undefined. We still have undefined here. Let's log out our request and see what happens, and see if we might be able to find something there. Cool, right? Yeah, we get a lot more, obviously, but we're specifically looking for body. Parser on body. We should be able to find something here. I hope so. Because it doesn't even say it has a body, which is not good. So we have raw headers. Headers in general. Holy crap, this is a huge object. Okay. Because it probably makes sense too. Let's clear this real quick. And then refresh that. Body. Has body, and that's it. So how do I get the actual request body, I guess, is the real question. For some reason, that's not happening. Because it's not the response, right? We're getting it from the actual request. IPiv body parser. Well, yeah, so are you saying it's maybe request body parser? I've never used it like that. No, it's still undefined there, right? Is it body parser? No. Right, because we have our body parser here. We'll set body parser to JSON. Let's try that. I don't know why this happens sometimes. Undefined extended provided extended option. Okay, let's see this. And this is what I was talking about. I don't know if you guys remember yesterday. In regards to like body parser stuff, I was super confused about it because I thought there was some issues with like middleware and stuff. Yeah, so body parser just depreciating express 4. This is from 2014 though. It means that body parser constructor has been depreciated. App.use body parser.json, right? Yep. That's so weird, man. So get I'm missing something, and I think it's something very silly. So let's figure it out. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I was gonna say no. I might need to set the content type, right? Okay, so let's go here. I want to type. And if I can remember, we had an example of the content type here. Ah, man, I can't remember what it was. It's content type request node. Hold up, I just had it here. God damn it, hold on. There it is, response.set. Okay, so this would be request.set. That's what we're going to be doing this time. Let's go ahead and do that. So request body, and we'll do request.set, and then we can do it as content type, and we do application. I think this should work. And then we should be able to do console.log our body. Let's try it. What do you guys think? Think it's gonna work? I hope so. Okay. Request to set is not a function. All right. That's all right. So set app post request. Content type. Okay. So it should also be content type. Application JSON. Oh, that's response. See if that works though. Nah. I don't know why my body parser is not working. Right, we do our app.use. You must switch there. Define all configurables before defining routes. If you do so, you can continue to use Express. All right. Okay, so the only difference I can see is that I'm not calling app.use explicitly on body parser. I just kind of shove it in there. So I'm curious now to see if that makes a difference. In all honesty, I feel like that'd be super odd, but it is a possibility. So let's check it out. Okay, so here, body parser. Right, this is defined up here. Require body parser. Let's make sure that I installed it correctly, right? We're going to go over here real quick because this is where our terminal is for that. Yes, and then we can do npm I. Let's make sure we got the right one. Body dash parser. Oh shit! What the? Didn't copy the right thing. No. So it's body dash parser dash s save. Let's make sure that we are grabbing the right one, right? Okay. Good there. And now we are calling body parser require body parser, and then app.use body parser.json. We are using down here. Let's put this at the very beginning, just in case. All right. Now let's try it. Hopefully that should work. We have request. That's weird. Okay. Res.header content type app.json. Maybe try that. Let's just look it up first before we continue just blindly going at it. But thanks for that, IPIF. That totally could be it. Change response header node.js. Because we were doing that earlier. Oh, set header. I think that's the one. This is oh my god, this is from node.js 0.4. Holy crap, dude. That's definitely not the documentation we want to look at. Request body. Set. Okay, so we have set header. Right? Yeah, I set content type. Okay, cool. So let's try that. So IPIV, super close, dude. If this is correct, it's set header, and that's content type. And then we put in our application/JSON. All right, so make sure I spelled content right. Set header. Got it. Let's see it. No, what the? Set header's not a function. I'm super confused by this right now. Is it on like response? That doesn't seem right to me. Handy type of day, Command L will clear terminal for you. I know. Dude, so here's the problem. No, okay. That wasn't it. My issue is that I do clear all the time. That it's become a habit. So doing commands, for me I do command K. Doing that, like, I don't know, I just can't do it. I forget every single time. Thank you very much though for that, Splinter. Always appreciate the handy tips. I'm honestly super confused. This is weird. All right, let's go to GitHub real quick, because we did this already. We've already done this. No worries. Thank you, sir. Thank you. This isn't one of our commits already. Let's go to our release 1.0 login, and I'll tell you what it was because we had it. I swear. Adding routing. Think let me figure out where it was. Nothing in here was changed server wise. Server, okay. Yeah, look, even here, res.set header. And that we do our access origin crap here, right? It was, dude, where are you? Where are you? This was it. So it's response.set content type. And then response.send data. Send Twitch auth data. Okay. So at this point, it was this. But that was before we sent the data over. So I'm Now a little bit confused by that. Right, and then, because the data that's coming back here, yeah, it comes back as a buffer. So let's do get JSON from buffer data. Yeah, buddy. Yo, Cray Nation BV, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Pixelogic team. Glad to have you here. Feel free to say what's up, my friend. Is it literally just JSON.stringify? Am I overthinking this and overcomplicating things? It's quite possible. It's quite possible. Morning, morning, Cray. How's it going today for you? Thanks for stopping by and spending part of your day with me. All right, let's see if we're a little dumb today. No, that's just changing the buffer. Type buffer in our data, but it's not actually. Oh, convert JSON. Wait, what? To UTF-8 string. So if I do data dot toString, and then we do our UTF-8. UTF-8. Let's try that now. Great, thanks for asking. How about you? Sure thing. I remembered your name from the host. You gave a channel I mod for. Figured I'd stop by and watch your work on this project. Always interested to see what other devs are working on. Hey, that's awesome, dude. Thanks for remembering the name. Really appreciate that. I always try to host and raid developers as often as possible. So I'm glad you remember that and you came to stop by. But I'm doing good today. Just hanging out. Building a web app using Angular and Node right now. We're doing a 21-day project. So start to finish, 21 days. Hopefully it all goes well. It's the first time we're doing it. So let's see what happens, really. 404 page not found. What? What? Okay, so at least we got that. No wonder. Our buffer comes back. Oh, wait a second. Okay. God. So at least we know this is a 404. So now we need to figure out why this was a 404. Yo, Ghost Dog 109. Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for joining the team. Hope you're doing all right today. 21 days for a project seems like a cool way to keep on your toes. Hell yeah, dude. It does. And it'll be fun. We'll see. The whole point is to show people that you can start from one idea, literally know nothing about it, and have something that people use in 21 days. I think it's very possible, you know? So I want to try to show that to people. I know you could probably ask anyone in chat right now, my Angular skills and my Node.js skills are like super average right now. So I think it's, if someone sees me doing this, they'll be like, all right, we can do this too. But we got a 404, so let's figure out what our freaking issue is here. And we need our Twitch API dev stuff, our new API. And let's try to figure out what we did wrong. Apps and authentication. Get in the token. right? So we get our, this should return what? Wait. No, the access token, we're not using that one. We're doing the one that returns us a code. Yeah, this one here. All right, so we're at the point we got the code. And then on your server, get an access token ID by making this request. So we do our id.twitch is our base host name, right? Let's make sure that we set that properly. Twitch.base host name, correct. And then our token path, okay? Yeah, it's cool. Kind of like how that dude started 100 days of code to inspire others to stop procrastinating, keep learning. Exactly. Yeah, dude, it's something very similar to that. My whole channel is kind of based on that aspect of like, you just need to start, and once you start, as long as you, the key thing is as long as you enjoy it, because there are a lot of people that do not enjoy this at all, but they do it because they think it, you know, it has a financial gain on their future. But it's hard to do this stuff if you absolutely hate it. That's all I know. Okay, so OAuth 2 token. We got our query. Client ID is equal to our Twitch client ID. Our client secret, again, is equal to our Twitch secret. We take in our code. So unless our code is incorrect, and we're doing a post request, right? Yeah, received above. And then our grant type is authorization code. Let's just make sure I spell that right, because one thing I'm really bad at is spelling. So do that. Redirect URL to our redirect URL. Okay, that looks good. So the only thing I can think of is our code isn't being passed in properly. So let's just make sure that we are getting our code on generation. Request body.code. So we're gonna log out our token path at this point. Now let's see what happens. They won't last 21 days. Good way to filter them out and help them find another path in life. Exactly. You're right. Most people will not last 21 days in that scenario. Can you console log that URL? Yeah, you're gonna do it right now, my friend. Oh no. There you go, undefined. That would probably make sense, right? That's probably why the page isn't found. Token path, yep. So why? Super weird. Request token path builder. Yeah. Wait, you received code earlier just fine, didn't you? Yeah, the code's coming in fine, dude. I was logging out the actual URL from the token path builder method, and it's coming out undefined. Yeah, see the auth code's there. It's the actual URL. So that makes sense, right? That's why it's not found, because it's trying to post an undefined. That's so weird to me. Why is that happening like that? On a camel's back. Is it my module.exports? Did I do something wrong here? All right, let's look at the very last commit because this was working yesterday. I committed this morning. The only difference is that I had auth builder instead, which was also a function that returned a string. And then I had two constants. Version control still valuable. Yeah, I know. It's great. But yeah, this literally doesn't tell me anything. Me as I gravitate. Ha 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 ha. All right, so let's do this. Just to make sure that our object, our Twitch object here, Twitch, yeah, it would throw an error if it couldn't find it. Let's make sure that we actually are getting this back properly. So we can do Twitch dot base hostname. Let's see what that does. Yeah, base hostname comes back. So it's just our method. What the? Twitch token path builder. In JavaScript, right? I don't need to. I don't know, like. I don't know. Let's see something weird like this. I don't know, man. Oh my god. Okay. All right. It worked. Yay. Wow, really? So See what happens. Cag, yo, morning, Cag. What's up, my man? Glad to have you in, dude. All right, guys. So at this point, right, we're able to get our data here, but I feel like we should keep it as a JSON. I don't know why. Not sure what the issue is there. Oh yeah, I think he has a guy that keeps track for him from Boom Team to help him out there, and here and there with the alerts. Yeah, you never know. It could. I think it could benefit anyone. It doesn't have to be as big as him, right? But even those mid-tier people, and then even people like us, right? Like, I don't know. I think it'll be a cool tool, great learning experience. It'll be useful for people. Okay, so if we get our auth token back, we can start making requests, right? So at this point, we're going to so Twitch token request, all right? Starting Twitch token generator. This no, it doesn't. Okay. And then do our path builder. We get our crap here. Now, what do we want to do with that? Essentially, right now, what we should do is probably store in some data structure or in some DB, really, right? Like that's. I think that's the biggest point here is we should DD, no, DB. We should go ahead and store this token, and every time we need to go out and make a request, we can do it with the we can search the DB by the user's like email or something, and use that token, see if we need to refresh it, and go ahead and make the request from there. Or not even maybe. Maybe we just grab the token and we just make a request. So I think the thing that I wanted to try out now is just making a request for something. Like, we do our API post request here. And then from there, let's send message success. We can just send that back to the Angular side, right? And I guess once we get our token, what do we want to do? We probably want to look for an API that we can use. Like, how can I get this person's email or username, right? Like what stuff like that can I get? Sending user access and app access tokens. Okay, when an API request requires authentication, send the access token as the header. Header differs depending on which API you use. Okay. And the new Twitch API, we're using Helix. Oh, and then we're using a bearer access token. Okay. I think you can use the get user endpoint, returns a user object. Cool. Awesome, Cag. Thanks, man. Yeah, let's see what we can do then. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is what we want to end up doing. So maybe we should just try doing this, right? Subscribing to the webhook. New Twitch API web hook. Yeah, I believe like this will be a good one to have as well for what we're doing. Do they have good documentation for the API? In all honesty, I haven't been a fan of it. I have not been a fan of it, but I don't know if it's because their new API doesn't have a lot of documentation, or what. So, like because they have V5 API, they have this new Twitch API, and yeah. So I'm not sure. Subscribe, unsubscribe, events, webhook response, payload mimic their respective new Twitch API endpoint responses with minor omissions for unnecessary fields. Okay, so this is, we post to this guy, JSON body parameters, URL where notifications will be delivered, type of request valid, subscribe, unsubscribe, user follows, stream up, down. So basically right now we can only get user follows. It's kind of confusing from what I've heard, information all over the place. Yeah, that's exactly because, that's right, that's like what they're trying to do. I'm using the new Twitch API. It makes more sense, right? Like, they're trying to switch over to this new sort of framework, so, or this new whole API system. Why am I going to use the old stuff? Yeah, so I mean, essentially, notifies when a follow event occurs. The response mimics get user follows endpoint. I like this song. It's pretty ballin'. So I think what we should do is let's try to set up one of these webhooks just for fun. And from there, we'll go ahead and see if our token works, assuming that we even need a token for this, which would be hilarious if we don't. Oh, that would be so sad. Yeah, literally no authentication. So that was kind of done for nothing, at least for now. Found gets information about one or more specified Twitch users. Users are identified by optional user IDs and or login name. If neither a user ID nor a login name is specified, the user is looked up by bearer token. Ah, okay. Good stuff, dude. Thank you. So I mean, I guess I can just use this. So we have token path builder. We have follower web hook builder. Webhook path builder. We don't need to pass in anything for that, right? And then we're same thing. We're going to turn a string. So base host name. Right, this guy will be technically this api.twitch.tv. And then in here, let's set up our post request, right? URL or notification will be delivered. So here we need to actually set a route as well. Alright, first we need to do this. So maybe this really isn't that big of a deal. It should be follower JSON builder. And then we can do, yeah, webhook base host name and kind of just go from there. So let's go ahead and return. Make sure we do it on the same line this time. So stupid, I couldn't believe that. Name, hub.callback. And then URL or notification should be delivered, which will be a string. HTTP, localhost. So I'm curious how you test these out. Wonder if we can like trigger events somewhere. And this will be, what is it, 8,000 for now? We're going to do API v1. Follow hook. Yeah, something like that. And then we have hub mode. Dot mode. Type of request, valid value subscribe. Yeah, I want to subscribe. And then we have hub topic, which is also going to be another string. And then right now they have a maps to new Twitch API endpoint. User follows notify when a follow event occurs. User follow also has a new follower. Okay. Example hub topic URLs. So hub topic should be a URL for the topic. Okay, so we need this guy. And then we have our hub lease seconds. It is not required. Number of seconds until the subscription expires. We don't want to expire, so, or like, we don't want to know. I don't know. Maybe we do. The default 0 allows you to test the subscription creation workflow without creating any subscriptions since the expire immediately. After testing, to actually create subscriptions, you must specify a larger value. Okay. Secret use assign notification payloads. Okay. CAD, currently working on porting my pi calculator written in JavaScript into C++. Very annoying. I'm sure it is, dude. It seems like a lot of fun. Okay, so I guess this is good here, right? Once we hit, I can't remember. So we're here. We hit the home route, right? And on home, some ID, some token. It's just API v1 Twitch. Twitch token. Okay, cool. So at this point, we hit Twitch token. We send our response. Now we have changed it to just message. And then essentially what we can do is we can subscribe to the webhook at this point. So subscribe to webhook. Follower. I think there was some sort of subscription as well to subs. That's a big one, right? Subscribe to follow our webhook. Okay. And then here, right? It's just a post request, I believe. Yeah. So essentially, we're literally doing another post request inside of here. And we should be good to go. They added the subscriber webhook quite recently, haven't they? Yeah, from what I read, they did. That was one of the first things I looked up when I worked on this project. All right, was thinking about doing this was that. And so this is a body parameter. Base host name. I mean, essentially we can do the same thing here. It seems kind of dirty. I guess for like all test purposes and such, let's go ahead and just try it out. Okay. Alrighty. Request, put this here. Our method will be post again. Our host name will be twitch.webhook base host name. Our path will be path name. I don't like how this is spaced out like that. Here we go. Twitch.webhook path name. Okay. And then the headers we will accept are, what are we getting back? I guess are just JSONs, right? JSON. Oops. Our let's make sure we accept those. Right. And then what else? What else am I missing here? Oh, this is an equal signs. We need a colon. And I need to attach the body. So we can go here, HTTPS. Should be node. Set encoding. I've spent way too much time doing non-development related tasks lately, such as UX improvements and design work, but it's been fun learning something new. Hey, dude, those are extremely important, I believe, in any sort of development process. I think sometimes people forget that. For sure, dude. But that's awesome. What type of stuff are you working on? So can I literally just add in JSON here? And then I do twitch.json builder. And that's it. It might work. So much inception. So we do this here, right? Do our comma. And then we can do our hook response. Just do that. I'm gonna have to figure out probably a better way to do this, as this seems pretty jank at the moment. But we can do hook res dot on data and just call this hook data. Chook hook data dot what was it up here? What were they using? Just saw it. Set encoding. There we go. Console.log hook data. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens. So we'll do this, and then we'll send back our response assuming that goes through. Oh boy. Our agency is trying to come up with our new design system because we want to automate some of the work so developers don't have to rebuild what designers have come up with in Sketch. Recently, Sketch adds a function that allows you to read out the data so the properties of the interface elements can be translated to CSS code automatically once you finish building this, and the UX changes are most related to conversion rates and previous concept. Dude, that sounds sick. That's awesome. Wow, it's incredible. There's also a Sketch plugin for iOS as well that does the same thing, where you can build out your interface and your UI through Sketch, and then it converts it to Swift code. I think it does Objective-C as well. I've never used it, but I've heard it's actually pretty cool for like some simple UIs, which is really awesome. Cag, what's the set encoding function do? I just use data.toString usually. I've never actually used it from what I'm understanding, because it comes back as a buffer array, right? This should encode it into UTF-8, which won't require me to have to do .stringify, you know, which I did up here somewhere in here, maybe. I think I removed it. But anyways, oh, here it is. Yeah, toString, and I just pass in UTF-8. I don't know why I passed that in, but I did. Wowza. Okay, so that's that. Then we can go here. We can do on error as well. Hook error. This is just like a mess right now, and I'm actually kind of embarrassed. But that's okay, because we're going to fix it up. We just want to see if things work. Cray, I'll read that in 1 second. Give me 1 second, my dude. I was like, this sounds like Lord of the Rings right now. It is. It's Lord of the Rings. Miss this movie. Status 400 message, invalid authorization code. Alright, so we get the invalid authorization code? Socket hang up. Invalid authorization code? What? So if it comes back as a 400, does that mean we need to, we probably need to refresh the token, no? This guy's freaking annoying. Like I'm running back. Yeah, dude, I just think that's any sort of auth code crap. In Sketch, I was able to read out properties such as color, dimension, and text formatting at the level of individual elements using JavaScript, and our programmers have been working with standard CSS for some time now. Damn, dude, yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, I understand. I get you. Oh, that sounds awesome. Sketch is so cool. I love it. Did you put bear in front of it? No guarantee that I spelt that word right. Yeah, you spelled it right, man. I don't think spelt is a word, though. Did you put bear in front? No, I did not actually put any bear. So what happens, what needs to happen on a 400? There was invalid authorization code. I'm pretty sure. To refresh, you need to access token refresh, token pair coming from a body. Doesn't look like you're saying authorization at all. Oh yeah, dude, but this error is for the first one. Our authorization now is broken because it's saying that there's an invalid authorization code, right? Because it goes auth code, makes a request, and then I log out the message. So that's where it's hitting here. And then after we receive the token, we get the socket hang up. So I think we just have too much going on in here, in all honesty. I see the auth data in the second request. Yeah. Yep, that's what's happening, dude. So I just comment that out for now. And I guess this is a good time to figure out what we do in this scenario when we need to refresh the token. Yeah, invalid authorization code. Let's just verify that we do need to refresh the token at this point. Pretty sure I do. But let's just double check that. No, that's not what it is at all. The user is reporting that they can't log in again. This is the return link that you gave that produced the invalid authorization. No. Yeah, before I start messing with the refresh stuff, I want to make sure that this is actually what we need to do. But you're not sending an authorization header. No, this the way that this request works is I make the I make the request via URL on the client side, right? So that's over here in the login component using this guy. And it's a generated URL, right? It goes in, sends the auth, it does the authentication. Once the authentication comes back, it passes me a code, which then I take that code to this route and I throw that code. Where did I throw that code? Here in token path. This token path in here is part of token path builder, and so it builds out client ID, client secret, brings in the code, and the redirect URI. So yeah, it's being passed in right there through the path. It requires it like that. It's not asking for an authorization header in that sense because the code should serve as that. Yeah, it says due to trying to reuse an auth token, what is your client ID and what is trying to log in with? Oh, you're requesting the token twice. The first time succeeds, the second time fails, as we invalidate the auth code after its first use. Ah. Okay, so here, this kind of says it all. The first time succeeds, the second time fails, as we invalidate the auth code after its first use. So then what do you do? Right? Like what happens after? I guess I'm supposed to capture that? Because they're sending over the code. So what do we need here? What do we need? Oh, unless I... No, response type code, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm about to say. Force fire specify where the user should be reprompted for authorization if this is true. Can you show me a glance at the path build function one more time? Yeah, give me 1 second, man. I will show you that. The user always is prompted to confirm authorization. This is useful to allow the user to switch Twitch accounts since there is no way to log users out of the API. Yo, Yulski, what's up, my dude? Welcome in, my friend. Yeah, having a great day over here. Thanks for asking. Here, Kag, here's the code. It's just like, it's very simple. It's just the builder passing some properties and you're good to go. The thing is, it was working, right? Like, it was working from the beginning. It's just, it's not accepting anymore. Right, yeah, we do the post. We get the access token. We got that. Okay, and that's it. But now, apparently, after the first use of the access token. You're requesting a token twice. So this actually shows us two things. One, we need to cache the access token, right? We need to save that access token because after the first code request for the access token, it's going to fail the second time around. Yeah, so we need to cache all that stuff. Okay, so essentially, let's write out this flow. Get code, or redo the code there. On first request, get access token, or get all the token stuff. Then we're going to need to cache token stuff in DB associated to user. That's a person. And then just a note, every request after that. Man, this is so annoying because this is what we were talking about yesterday. The whole point why we didn't want to do something like this was because in a security standpoint, right, if you associate a person using the app with their email, that email address can give, right, like if they try to get into the database, their email address will be able to associate them to their key, which they can start using to make requests. So we were going to use a code to generate a code every time, and that code would be used to generate a new token every time. But that's not the case any longer, I don't think, at least. This just made it a bit more tricky. A bit trickier. The code is randomly sharing is used the next step. Request made to the token endpoint to exchange for an access token. Maybe there's like a refresh code. New Twitch API. Okay, but the code, it's the code that's expiring, right? It's an invalid authorization code. Twitch, okay. Just reading down the whole docs. Did you put in the right scopes? Yeah, I put in the right scopes. I mean, I only have a couple scopes. It's where were they? Oh, sorry, it's in this URL. My scopes are only It's user read and email. We don't have any edit in there. Oh, so, okay. Got it. Okay. I think I know what the issue is. Okay. Refreshing the page, right? You only get one code per session. Refreshing the page, technically, you're already in a session, so that session is going to return the same code. But if I go here, connect here, yeah, okay. So I log in again and I get the code, we're good to go. It's just refreshing the page doesn't allow you to, it comes back with an invalid code. So all that stuff from before we're good with. Yeah. Yeah, that's what the issue was. Yeah, it did work, CAG. It's right here. So if I refresh the page here, it's going to come back with, yeah, invalid authorization because we've already used that authorization code. So that's what the problem is. Jesus. All right. Yeah, man. Freaking magic. So essentially what we can do is, yeah, no, that's good. I think we should be good there. So this stuff we're good with. Let's just go ahead. Let's do our request like we were originally talking about by getting the get user data. And just send it back to Angular for now. This URL uses user singlet, not users import category. Should we redirect the user off the page with the code in the URL so this doesn't happen to them as well? Should we redirect the user off the page with the code in the URL so this doesn't happen to them as well? Probably. It's probably a good idea. Right? Probably so. Okay, so where is this endpoint for requests? So is it using the same Twitch v5 APIs? I think it might be. Like, so I can never find the endpoints for Twitch docs. Twitch new API endpoints. Like, where are those? Where are the endpoints for Twitch APIs? Okay, so here's a link to this blog, stream up down, get clip and create clip endpoints. So where can I go for this? For endpoints use dev.js. That's where I'm looking. Okay. Thanks, CAG. Appreciate that, dude. Makes no sense to me why that's confusing. And that's what Cray and I were talking about a little earlier ago. one or more specified Twitch users. Okay. So optional scope, user read email. Yes, we have that. If this provides response includes the user's email address. So optional query string. ID, user ID, multiple user IDs can be specified. Limit, login, user login name, multiple login names specified. Gotcha. So the question now is, how do we do this? Login name, user ID. Like I just logged in, right? I just authenticated. How do I get my login info? Get user. Oh, to login. I couldn't even mess with this stuff. No, I'm confused though. How am I getting their information from beginning with? Right? Like when I log in, all I'm getting is oh, it's looked up by their bearer token. Jesus. Okay, got it. Looking back on how stupid I was when I made the pi calculator, I named important variables for division functions A, B, C, D, and then named one of them my main loop functions dodat division. Nice, CAG. Nice. Hey, we all start somewhere, right? Got it. Sorry, I think I'm a little slow today. These are optional query parameters, so we don't need those. Yeah, we just add in the bearer token. So here, get user data, send to Angular, send to client. Yeah, let's just do that here. Okay. So we need to do our get request here then. And we need to pass in our headers. Okay. So I think we can probably do kind of the same deal here. Var for request https dot request. We're going to go here. Our method will be a get. Our host name will be api.twitch.tv. I'm just going to hard code this in for now. Our path is going to be Helix users. Curious how they come up with some of these names. Path, and then what else we got? What else? We got headers, right? This is where we need to throw in our bearer token. So can I do... It's just authorization. And then here we're going to do bearer. Right, bearer, and then we throw in our access token. So I need to grab that from our data string. What is this? So I'm just not really in the mood for whatever that was. How can I get that from here? So if we convert this to a string, convert data response to JSON, and this will be get what from where. So we need to get the access token now. From our data that we get back here. The problem is this data comes back as the array buffer. And if I do toString, how can I actually access that JSON to actually get the data, right? This is JSON.parse, I think. We can pass in the string. Yeah, okay. Figured it out. I think. Yeah, JSON.parse, cool. So we're gonna do our JSON. And we're gonna do our auth JSON, or token JSON. Token JSON. Yeah. I'm gonna do JSON.parse. And here. And then we can say here will be token JSON. Oh, is this not going to work in here like this? Or is it a backtick thing? Backtick thing, right? There we go. Also, Mo, you might want to do res on data with res on n in case response is sent in multiple parts. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Let's try that. I like that idea. And Barrow, hey, what's up, man? Welcome in. Nice to see you again. How goes it today? Let's just make sure that we are getting the proper access token. So we'll do token JSON dot access token. Okay, that should be good there. And then from in here, same deal. Get some data. So we can do user data. User res, we'll go ahead and equal not a 1. Fighting with an interesting setup at the moment. Oh yeah? What's going on, man? Tell us more. User res. Okay, and then we can do user res dot on end again, right? Use CAG suggestion, and then user data. User data. I'm ready to do console dot log user data to string, and that's it. That's it for now. Java to Python via WebSocket and JSON serialization with German umlets. Wow, what are German umlets, by the way? Not quite sure what that is. Okay, you do that here, and then finally, token request. We'll need to end in here. Dot end. Boop. Oh, sorry, info request. Python truncates the JSON string before the umlet. Ah, got it. Oh, that is very interesting. That's some weird stuff, man. But why is it doing that? JSON string before? Sounds really weird, man. I really hope you can figure that out. Sure you can. Let's put your head to it. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we got. Auth code. Oh, I messed up. Hold on. I done messed up, guys. Okay, so we have this guy in here, right? This response is going to get our token. On end, once we get our token, console.log to data to string, we're going to do our token JSON here, log out our token JSON, and then we're going to do our next request in here. Request, and it's a get, blah 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 blah, authorization bearer. No, yeah, that should have worked technically, right? Info request dot end. Java backend serializes an object to JSON string correct format already checked and submits it to a node.js server on another machine, which will then start a Python script. Super interesting, man. definitely sounds like a challenge over there. npm start. Okay, let's go back now to this page, right? Why you stop music? All right, connect with Twitch. It's stuck. Cause we got our token in there. Nah, it should work out of the box. Don't ask. Sounds good. Won't ask. But I'm getting a timeout. I guess one thing I don't really know is how I should be nesting these calls, right? Like, we're doing our request, our post request, but once we get the data back on that guy, dude, hold on. I want to try something real quick. Just out of curiosity. Let's see if this works. Like this. Okay. Yeah, that is. So on data, on end it wasn't working for some reason. Maybe because I didn't have a timeout on it, but we got our data. Look. Dude, there I am. Pixelogic Dev. Let's go. I'm going to... Dude, broadcaster type. I'm an affiliate. Hey. All right. So it sends me back a array. Dude, this is freaking sick. We did it, guys. We did it. Okay. So where's our response here? Where are you at, response? I guess I took it out. Yeah. So I guess technically we could just send back the JSON, no? But I think you have to push the data to a variable in on data and then handle it on end. I understand. I understand. Okay, so here I think it would be cool to just kind of parse this stuff out with what we need. Maybe not. Maybe just send the whole... Oh, it's an array because you can request multiple users. Is there just a user endpoint? I can't remember. There's users. What about user? I don't believe so. I think it's just users. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. We'll just keep that then. Yeah, I guess if we were looking for a specific user, we could do it like that. But we're just going off the bare. So let's go ahead and, since we know we're always going to have one user, we'll just parse it out of the array. Yo, Victor, what's up, man? How late am I? Oh, you're not that bad, dude. We've been on for, how long have we been on for? 2 hours? So you're good, dude. Welcome in, man. Thanks for coming by. So we have about another hour to go. This OAuth stuff has really been kicking my butt, dude. Yo, Arachmus. Arachmus with the 3 viewer host. Thank you very much, my dude. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Is that beer? Yeah. It's beer. Hey. Yo, it's 6:34. Gotta start the day off right. Nah, man. It's just a beer glass. It's my bigger cup, so I like to fill it up. And what's going on, Benil? How's it going, man? It's okay. Still not as late as I was for uni today. Oh, jeez. Rackmans, really appreciate that that host, man. Thanks again for that. Really appreciate that. All right, so let's get this data parsed out, right? So let's do our var user data. JSON.parse. And we can do user data dot toString. And from there, we'll go ahead and what do we want? Let's pass back our display name. And our email, right? Let's just pass those things back and we'll go from there. So we can do our response dot send. Oh no, so we get our user data. This is technically an array, so let's not forget that. So let's prepend this with array, and then we can say user data. And it's safe to assume that we're always going to just get one user here. We're not getting multiple users as of now. So in that case, we can do user data array dot data, and then of 0. Does JavaScript have a first? Is that a thing? The first element of array.js. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay. This one, double check. Swift has it. I really like it. It's fun. Okay, so we get the first user data there. Let's go back here. And we want the... then we can finally send a response. So our response dot send. Send it over as a JSON, my friend. Let's just do display name. We can do user data dot display name, right? Okay, and then we want email address. Email. Oops. User data dot email. Cool. So we should be sending that over to our Angular side now. Excuse me. And on this, right, once we get our data, let's just set these things in here. You can say display name. Well, I can't really type today. It's going to be of type string. And then we want email. Also will be of type string. Right? And then from there we can do this dot display name equals data dot display name. And then this dot email will equal data dot email. And then if I can remember how to do this properly, we should be able to call this in our template. Where was it doing it before? Now getting back to the Angular stuff. What's the syntax for this? Call properties from Angular controller. Display properties from Angular controller. Oh, and I need to do Angular 5 or something. Displaying data. Ah, so it's just handlebars templates? Or like mustache or whatever, what people call it these days. So we can do, excuse me, display name and email. Okay, so that's it. Display name. And let's try email. Alrighty, guys. Let's see. No, property display name does not exist on type object. Okay. Sure. Export class. Oh, did I forget to do this? Is it because it's not set as anything yet? That could definitely be it. Okay. Oh yeah, this dot constructor. Okay. All this example uses variable assignment to initialize the components. You can instead declare initialize the properties using a But subscribe should do the same deal, no? Is there an operator which calls a function for each item on its input stream and pushes that result to its output stream? Well, so could I just do data.json dot results? Is that a thing? So we can do got it. And so it returns a new search item. But in this sense, I just want to do .json. Or can we try? Let's try this first. Let's try just logging it. Something like that. Map the response to JSON, subscribe result, this result.json. Yo, Kyle, thanks for that, man. Really appreciate that. Yo, King Killapro. Thank you for joining the team. Welcome in. Hope you're doing all right. Feel free to say what's up. We'd love to say hey. Okay, so let's go with this then. Let's try this out. And then gotta throw some mad props. Gotta throw some mad props. All right. What the hell? Oh, I copied the wrong thing. Oops, sure. So let's see. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we map our response, you're saying, right, to our response JSON. Then we subscribe to that. And then that should result.json. Subscribe, okay. So we can just stay up here. Okay, so I think I understand what you were saying, Cal. I think I understand what you were saying now. So result. So we map the response, right, to response.json, and then we subscribe to that event, and a result will equal the result of, it will be a JSON result. Right, but why? Okay, can't I just do this? Right? We subscribe to data. Our data comes back as a JSON object, and then we just get the result. We just get the JSON object of that. If I'm correct, I'm curious to see what this does. And we kind of go from there, right? We'll see what that does. That sound good? JSON does not exist. Okay. Or is JSON exists only in that sense where you map it? That's probably what it is, right? I think that's probably what it is. All right, so let's try this again, folks. We'll do it one more time. We'll do dot map and we'll do response equal to this guy here. And then we can do response.json.results.map. And then from here, we can do item, and then do this. And then we can just do all right, console.log item. Let's see if this gives us any errors. Looks like it does. Map does not exist on type observable. So can I do .subscribe? On subscription. Why? Why is this like this? All right. Hey guys, give me 1 second. I will be right back, okay? Thank you very much. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, let's get this. Let's get this. I need to understand this because there's something I'm not understanding. Okay, so one of the most notable changes, response object is JSON by default, so there's no need to parse it anymore. Well, that's not true. But that's on get. What about on post? But should it be the same way because it's on? Okay. This HTTP, this does HTTP. What? That's weird. Let's go ahead and just log this out. Why is this? Oh, subscribe. My bad. All right, let's try this now. Let's start from here. Go back over here and connect to Twitch. Do our stuff, right? We did get that back. But what about our... We never got our data. The response should have been sent. Okay. Let's see. The response hasn't been sent. Has not been sent. Twitch token, request body code, auth code. Do that. We don't need this any longer. Do we? No. Yeah. We don't need that any longer. We don't need to log out our access token any longer either. Then we do our info request. So we do a get here, and then we do a response.send. Do response.send on n maybe, right? Or no. Yo, Rackmiz, what's up, my dude? Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Our reply should be sending. Yeah, believe so. How's it going today, Rackmiz? You doing all right? Thanks for the host, man, by the way. Really appreciate that. Oh. I never received the response. That's why. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. The plot thickens. I'm such a freaking weirdo. All right, let's see. Go in here. Receive token center. Hey, look at that. Pixelogic Dev. Email. alec.delanchian@gmail.com. Holy, we got data. We got data about myself. This is great. All right, so now how do I set this? Okay, I think I know how. This dot display name will equal data, the date of string display name. This dot email will equal the yo. This song is like shit, man, jamming. Wow, giving me the feels. Yo, Matthew, what's up, man? Nice to have ya back. How's it going today? I don't know why I stopped that, but we're gonna do that. Oh my god, this guy's shredding, bro. Shredding. Sending reply. Hey! There it is! Guys, there it is! It's right there! You see it? Hey. Oh, that's cool. More than welcome, dude. Learn HTML and stuff this morning before work. Oh, Rackmiz. You're learning HTML and stuff this morning before work? Dude, I'm so proud of you. Great job, man. I'm so excited to see what you build. Like, super excited. Totally should send it to me when you get the chance. All right, let's just go back, double check this works. Connect to Twitch. Our response takes a little bit of time there, eh? But I guess that's one of the things, right? It's one of the things. I'm curious. I'm curious if I put this in my constructor, if we'll have any issues. Technically, it is setting my... no, it's not going to go there. I just want to make sure there's no errors. No errors. Okay. So we got to start from this URL again. Let's connect. No, yeah, I didn't like that. Oh, because the Why does this keep breaking? Oh, because of the refresh. Gotcha. I need to put some checks in there. So basically what's happening is on refresh, the code goes through to request the token, but it becomes invalid. So every time I refresh the page, it's like, it runs this request anyways. So we need to check for an empty token, so that stops happening. Because that's no bueno, as I'd like to say. We're good there on the Angular side. Let's go ahead and start over here. I'm trying to see if the constructor will now do it. No, it didn't like it. Auth code was undefined. Well, that's interesting. Oh, is it because... Why? I think maybe... No. Yes, because I had to wait for the route parameters. That's why. That is why. Not sure if you saw my last Discord merge, but total accident that I'm doing it how I thought it was subscribed monthly, but it turns out it's a yearly plan of 45. Dude, that's fine, man. That's honestly 45 pounds for the year. It's nothing, dude. That's worth the amount of value you get out of that is definitely worth it. Stick with it, my dude. You got this. I want a Rackmas 210 website by the end. And I need you to post it in my Discord under our super cool new channel called Project Showcase. And you're going to showcase your awesome website that you built, man. I'm curious. I don't know. I don't think this is going to work. But let's just try it. Do you have any complaints? Angular has no complaints. We are safe to proceed. Here we go. Okay, it worked. It seems like it took the same amount of time. So that's good, right? I think that's a good thing. It's giving me a real reason to do it, otherwise I'm wasting money, so I've already done 10 chapters, but it is all drag and drop at the moment. Okay, that's alright. A lot of new programming teaching methods I've seen have been drag and drop type deals. Like to learn Swift for iOS. If you have an iPad, you can get this, I forgot what the app is called, but it's a free app from Apple, and it's literally like a drag and drop interactor. And it shows you the code of what you're actually doing when you're dragging these different pieces in and stuff. So that's how you start learning. I has no munis, so I couldn't pay for any of those tutorials. Oh, so I just learned by doing. Yeah, that's an awesome way to do it, man. I highly recommend that approach as well. I recommend both approaches. I just think sometimes those sites can be a little... Yeah, it's the same shit. Okay. Let's just throw this back then in our init. Sorry, I just stopped talking. I think some of those sites can be really good, but some of them also could be kind of poopy. So it just depends what type of learner you are. But all learners are great. Because you're already a step with the person that's not learning. That's the key. It's the key to life. Yeah, hopefully going to use the app and the book. I know you don't like. I'm not a book learner, dude. It doesn't make sense to me. I guess it's useful for learning the first programming language. Yeah, it is. It's learning your programming concepts. And HTML and CSS is, I think, a great place to start for anyone. Because it's not... At the end of the day, the hardest part about HTML and CSS is JavaScript. Right? That's the hardest part. That other stuff on CSS is like but you learn it as you do it, right? King Killer Pro, I know 5 languages. Nice, dude. HTML, CSS, JS, Java, and Python. Yo, those are some good languages, dude. Nice stuff. Yeah, university sites do publish a lot of great free content. That's also very true. Okay, so I mean, we got it going. I'm gonna delete this because I don't really care. And so right now, we're logging in, getting our token, getting the user display name and email address, and displaying it in our Angular portion. My friends, I think that requires a commit. Let's take, oh yeah, I mean our webhook builders here. I think for now I'm going to just kind of remove this stuff. I'm someone who likes to start from scratch with a lot of these things. And I guess let's see if we can optimize this just a little bit more. What should I learn? Browser never gets angry. That's true. Browsers, well, I don't know. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. They don't like me sometimes, most of the time. King, it really depends on what type of development you want to start doing, right? If you want to stick with web, start learning a JavaScript framework or a library. If you want to do something else, kind of gravitate towards that, like Android, start learning more Java. Victor, I can't say no, like really no programming language. I'm pretty good with Java, like everything for such really thread. Hey, I don't think anyone ever really knows a language. You're just either different levels of proficiency. So knowing it at a certain extent will help you with other languages and what you're currently doing. Rackmus, around stream. Okay, dude, I'll catch you on your stream. Thanks again for coming by. Thanks for the host. I'll talk to you soon, all right? Thanks, man. Yeah, Kotlin or Go. Those are good ones. Yeah, I really think it depends on what you want to learn. You know, what type of projects you want to start building. Maybe what you aspire to do later on in life. Like if you want to become a web app developer, you'll probably focus in more on these web frameworks, right? Okay, so let's go to our Twitch.js here. We did change this around. We did change that around. And here in our GET request, we have API Twitch, and so this will be our API base host name. Oh, I understand what they did now. They did the O off. So we can call this auth base host name. So we'll call this here Twitch API hostname auth base hostname. Slayer, I think there's a huge difference between knowing a language by following tutorials and actually building real products in those languages. Yeah, Slayer, that's I mean, you bring up a really good point, man. That is 100% right. You can know a language, right? But there's a lot of real world experience that comes from building with that language, like you're saying. I agree with you there. I personally think that you can gain the knowledge through using the language and building something. So that's also really cool. Oh man, some of this music is just too slow for me right now. Okay. Post Twitch base hostname. JSON parse data string. Twitch API base. Our path will be this. That's fine. I'm cool with hard coding that path in. Authorization bearer. Cool, we're good with that. Blah, 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 blah. Sending reply. Ra-ta-ta-ta. Reply sent. Let me just do that there. I follow some basic Go tutorials, but I am far from knowing the language. Yeah. I think you need to build like more than a few products to get to know it. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But God, that's what I'm saying. Like, Twitch is such a great platform for this stuff. Such a great platform. There's so many people out there that are building all these different things, and like obviously watching it's different, but at least you have a more familiarity to what they're building, and you can start piecing it together when you start actually building with it. And it's hard to just like stay constant in one thing, like you're saying, Slayer. Like, you have to prioritize one, I think, and then once you get that, you can move on to something else. That's what I say. I talk from experience about it. So we'll see. Oh my gosh, Joel! Holy shit, man! 21 viewer host. Dude, thank you so much. Jesus, man. You freaking rock, dude. Thank you so much for that again. Damn. Alright. Alright. Wow. Well, hello everyone from Joel's stream, if you guys are here. Today, or for the next 15 minutes, unfortunately, we're working on a web app for streamers. Feel free to check it out here if you're interested. Damn, dude, Joel, thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that, man. Hope you're doing well. I think that people actually stream coding are very few, and they are followed by very few people. You're right. It's so true. It's like, I don't know. We can build a big community. There's a lot of us. The problem is that we all need to push for it. You know, like make people know that there are programming streamers on Twitch and everywhere. You know, like there's a lot. There's a lot of people over here. We just gotta get everyone to band together, I'd say. You know, that's the whole deal. Yo, Hex, what's up? What's up, dude? Hola. Get status, get commit. Adding token generation. And returning username and email. Push that, baby. Hell yeah, boy. It has been pushed. Let's go. Awesome. I'm not a fan of when people are streaming games in programming. Should be for programming, not for streaming games. Yeah, I get you. I'm like half and half on it. I think some people need a break from their programming, so what they do is they play games, right? Makes sense. So, but yeah, I get you. Programming should be for programming. Yo, dude, gotta go. Hope you have a great day. Yo, thank you so much, Victor. Always nice to have you out, man. Appreciate you coming by today. All right. So I think we're kind of at the point where we can start cleaning some stuff up, right? So we've set up our OAuth through Twitch, passes in our code, gets us our token, and then we're calling our users API, which will grab the user's username and their email address for now. So at that point, right? I don't know what we're going to want to do. I think we're going to have to set up a database anyways, because there are going to be settings that there should be a settings page in here that allows the person using the app to change certain settings depending on what they want. And we can't just save that to the server, right? So we need a place, unless we save it to the browser cache or their cookies. I don't know how we'd be able to do that. But I don't get why Twitch has a game dev section and a programming section. Yeah, that's true. They should combine into one. But I think there's a lot more game devs out there on Twitch than programming in general, even though it's pretty much the same. Will you be using a DB as a service? Yeah, I think so. I think that's the plan, but no. And I think it's probably because not all game streamers are coding. They might be. Yeah, that's true. But again, Slayer, they should do that then in creative, right? Like, creative is that section. Why are 90% of the game devs in programming? I don't know. It's a good question. I've had some people tell me that I should do my streams in IRL. And I was like, It's an interesting thought because they're like, technically this is in real life, right? Like you're programming in real life, and I'm like, IRL has a lot more viewers compared to programming, right? So you get a lot more exposure, but I don't know if that's technically considered IRL. And I personally think, and I don't know this, but I think there's a lot more cringe in IRL, which is not always a good thing. Okay. So I think what we should probably start doing is our HTTP requests, and we should part them out to Twitch, to the Twitch.js file, and just call them like that. It'll be a lot cleaner, I'd say. But then everything is IRL. Exactly my point. Someone told me that, and that's the same thing I thought. I was like, well, technically anything could be IRL at that point. But he told me he does some programming streams in IRL, so thought that was quite interesting. Okay, so token path builder. What else do we want to do? Because then we can start doing these like with like private functions and stuff, right? So token auth request body code, like this first one. Let's try to see how much time we got to parse this out. So this will just be auth token request, right? Or get auth token. Get auth token. Pass in our code. Or you need to be playing VR game where you're gaming, not to be an IRL. Yeah, dude, exactly. IRL, I think, is more about live streaming in general. They take you to the coffee table. I cannot imagine sitting with a person having coffee and streaming live my struggles, sipping the last layer in the coffee mug. Yeah, I've watched a couple IRL streams. I find them very interesting. I think it's just our society has become very intriguing with streaming in general. Like, okay, you know, about Ninja and freaking Drake. That pulled in 600,000 viewers on Ninja's channel. Like, what? That's crazy, man. And all these people that had no idea what Twitch was now know what Twitch is. And that's all because this dude, who's extremely well known, came and was like, yo, I'll play. Like, it's crazy. But I think that's going to bring in a lot of all these different types of streamers and just a lot of new people into Twitch in general, which is really great for streamers. All right, so I guess the first thing we probably need to do is import or require HTTPS over in Twitch, right? And then from there is basically just throwing our request, right? So this can be the first part of our request. var token request, HTTPS request, post. So then here, we can set this as a const. Let's do that here. Right, we set this here as a const. That was my jam. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Purity Ring. 100% should check them out. They're awesome. And then token path, I think, is then just token path builder. Oh, forgot my dashes. I'm very particular about my comments. I don't know if you guys have noticed that about my code. Token path builder. We take in our code, and let me do this like this real quick. Okay, and then again, I wasn't thinking about you. Ah, we're just missing this here. Okay, so our token path, module export, so get auth token, passing in our code, we're creating this request, right? It's a post. Our host name is our auth base host name, which is here. Our path is going to be our token path, which was just this guy. So it's just passing in the code here, which we can pass on to our next method. So it's just token path and pass in the code. And we can return our string. People are getting innovative. Just today I discovered a Twitch stream that was calling tech scammers, and it had live 9K viewers. Yeah, dude, I've seen that guy as well. Very interesting. Thanks for that, Vanilla. Yeah, appreciate that. Hey, it's crazy. It's just so, I don't know, it's so cool, man. It's cool to be a part of this type of society that's doing stuff like this. Because a lot of people think it's weird. They're like, why do you film yourself doing something? But there's like this whole different type of interaction that you get with people, and just like things that you do, you know? I think it's a really cool type of way to talk to people and like get to know new people, because that's how we do it, right? That's not innovative. It's been around for ages. That's true, Hex, but I think the innovative part is that this guy has been able to turn this into something that 9,000 people will watch. You know what I mean? Live. I think there's a difference between having it recorded and having it done live. Okay, so we can do this here then, and then this will just be get our response here. Love that song, dude. And then on data, we're gonna do this. Why don't I just do this? Because I know how to use my text editor, that's why. I was thinking if there was a way to crowdsource the time. Oh, dude, I'm sure there is. I've had a lot of really cool crowdsourcing ideas, but I don't know like where to even just start with them. But in regards to Twitch, I haven't had any. It's just like other stuff. Yeah, but like all these people here at one time, like what can you do? What can you do with all this like computing power, with all this watching time, like all this bandwidth? I don't know, like something incredible. And it can apply to a bunch of different things. Okay, so then we do our response.onData. we can just on data. Whoa there, buddy. And so here we're getting our token JSON, and we're parsing that out. So get auth token assumes that we're going to return something, right? So we should probably set some sort of property here. Var auth token. So on data. Yo, Joe Jonathan, welcome in. How's it going, man? Async? Oh, what do you mean, man? Async in what way? Yeah, I mean, this call is technically async, yeah. It's an async post request. But yeah, on data, it will return our, it should return our token. So yeah, you're right. We'll need some sort of async in this method in order to get our token to the next point in our app. We can also return a promise. Those are always fun. Promises are cool. So it's console.log. Alright guys, that is my alarm. That means it is time for me to head out. So, if you're new to the stream, I always love to raid people at the end of my stream, other programming streamers. Always trying to spread the support, the love, the knowledge, everything we can to help out, you know, our community, right? Let's you know, let's go ahead, find someone who's programming right now, and let's send them some love. So if you guys are cool to stick around for the raid, that would be awesome. Polaroid. Hey, there we are. We were next to Polaroid. Super Console Kid, some Android development. Oh. Dude. Yes. I'm a big mobile fan. We're raiding homeboy. Lord Haldane. Love it. Let's do it. So, guys, thank you so much for coming by today. Really appreciate it. It's been fun. We're definitely making a lot of progress. It's going a little slow. I will admit. I do feel like it's going a little slow. But I know next week we're going to jump on it and we're going to freaking do this shit, and we're gonna kill it and get this app really rolling. This OAuth stuff is just like a pain in my ass. I don't stream on the weekends. There is potential that I will if I decide to work on this, and if I'm able to, I might just work on it off stream if I can. But anyways, really appreciate you guys coming by. Again, Joel, thank you so much for that 21-person host. Freaking awesome. You rock. King Killer Pro, thanks for the follow. Arachmus, thanks for the host. Suicidal Demon, thanks for the host. Ghost Dog, Cray Nation, thank you guys for the follows. Welcome to the team, and I hope to see you guys next time. So if you can, stick around for the raid. Let's go ahead and show this guy some love, some Android love. It's not enough of that these days, huh? Stick around, stick around. Let's see how he is today. Learn some cool Android dev. Because the only stuff you'll get here is iOS dev.
Which makes sense.
Awesome.
Now I think about it.
Ooh, it looks like he's making some teachers. Awesome. Android. Cool guys. Peace. Thanks again. See ya.